So we are back again with more Gunsmith content, Gunsmith Part 2. Everything you need to know, let's talk about it. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Exfil and Hideout. My name is Ghost. If you guys have never been here before, I'm very excited you guys are here. If you guys have followed my Gunsmith series up until this point, we have pretty much been editing things in the Discord and in the pinned comments because there hasn't been significant enough changes for me to redo the videos. But we are past that point. There is enough changes now with traders, with parts, with what you need to actually do to accomplish each build. Enough so that we're going to redo the videos. So if you guys want to follow along again, all of the videos up until 16, we'll make sure that they were all up to date in the Discord in a directory, which is actually already there. And everything is going to be up to date on the YouTube with 12.12.30. Okay, so Gunsmith Part 2. Before we get into the video, I stream every single day. If you guys have any questions that are Gunsmith related, you don't find them in the Discord, you don't find them on YouTube, just come ask me live. No big deal. Wake up early, grab caffeine, and come hang out. Other than that, if you guys do find value in the video, ultimately, if you guys end up liking the video, if it brings you some value, make sure you smash the like button. It does go a long way for the channel. And if you guys want to see more free content, including the rest of the Gunsmith, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and you can always hit the bell if you want to be notified when videos go live. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so before we go any further, just so you guys know, there is timestamps down below. So if you only need to see a specific part and you don't want to watch the entire video, make sure you go down in the links in the description and fast forward to where you need to go. So question number one is, where do we find the gun? Where we're going to find the gun, first off, is for free. If you guys need to use the gun, if you accidentally already used the gun, no problem. But when you accept this quest from Mechanic, you actually get one free AKS 74U. So if you need another one, the other place that you can get it is actually from Prepare 1. And you are going to buy it, okay? AKS 74U. Now, I want to talk about this real quick because with the other Gunsmith videos, there has been a huge complaint that I'm telling you guys to buy the wrong gun. What I'm gonna say is make sure, okay, they're very similar. I know that you might just be like looking at it very quickly. AKS 74U. It has to be this variant of the gun or it will not work. Now I'm gonna tell you what other people do is they go to this barter, okay? Say the barter's cheaper, whatever the case is. This is an AKS 74UN. This has a little dovetail mount. It's a different gun. Don't buy this, okay? When you see the other variants that look like this gun, don't buy them. Only buy this gun. If you guys want to see where this gun exactly is, you can always go filter by item and it'll take you to this specific gun you can get on the flea market. Looks like for the same price. You just have to make sure that it is above 60 durability. So that's what you have to be careful for, and that's it. These are all 100 durability, so you can buy them from here. The other thing is you can get it from a scav. Now, you just have to make sure that it's over 60 durability. Most of them will not be, so you won't be able to use it, but you can keep in mind that if you do happen to find one, you can always go that route as well. The next question, and one of the biggest questions of this build, is going to be, where do we get this freaking magazine? This 60-round 6L31 magazine is kind of difficult to get if you don't know where to look. There's a lot of places to get it. First of all, you can get it in wooden crates and every type of weapon crate. You can loot it just by looting randomly in the world. The other place you can get it is if you happen to loot or purchase a Kiba store key. You need 2 keys to get into Kiba store. Once you are able to get in there, you can loot it from the guns or as loose loot in there. The other place that you can get it is ZB14 on woods. Now you're going to need the ZB14 key, whether you purchase it, loot it, barter for it, whatever the case is. If you get that key, there is a little caged area that you can look on the ground and they will spawn there. Sometimes I have found 3 literally laying on the floor in a single run. Doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. The other thing is raiders. There are raiders on reserve, there are raiders on labs, and raiders in general have the potential to carry the 60-round magazine in their guns. The other thing is flea market, which we already talked about with the other part. If you have level 15, you can purchase any of this stuff for the most part on flea market. Now, a lot of it is really expensive, so I'm going to tell you guys easier ways to get things, but flea market is always an option. And most of the builds after Gunsmith 1, you're going to need to be at least level 14 for Skier 2, Peacekeeper 2, and so forth. So it's close enough to where you get flea market at 15 and you can buy the parts that you need. The other part is you can craft it. We can actually go to the hideout and you can craft it. As you guys can see, there is a ton of ways to actually get this magazine. But if you don't know the ways, it can seem really frustrating because it's not an item that you loot all the time. In Laboratory 2, you can actually have the ability to craft the mag right here. All you need is 1 Keck tape, 4 of the regular mags, and a long flat screwdriver. With these, it only takes 1 hour and 20 minutes, and you can, so what is that? 3 hours, 4 hours, you can have all 3 for turning them in for ice cream cones. So if you happen to complete ice cream cones first and turn in your FIR magazines, you can, which I wouldn't use an FIR magazine on this because you need it for ice cream cones, right? So, but if you happen to get that, then Prapor happens to have a barter for you. So it is Prapor 2, and you can barter for right here, and you can barter for 1 thermometer. So 1 thermometer. So there's a ton of ways to get these magazines. Most of them aren't too expensive. If you just like look at the flea market often during the day, you can get them as low as 20,000 rubles. Okay. So that is the way that we get the magazine. Next, we're going to be talking about the B11, which is the little handguard that we need. Now we can get this from 2 places. We can get this, well, 3 technically with flea market, but Mechanic 1 and Skier 1 both have a barter. Mechanic 1 is very expensive. Unless you're doing this later in wipe and the stuff is cheap, I probably wouldn't go that route. Or the other example is if you really, really need it, they don't have it on flea, because this does happen with Gunsmith. Everybody buys the same, they're on the same one at the same time, and your trader will be out of it and flea market will be out of it. So in that case, you can go to Mechanic and you can get it right here. Mechanic 1, and you can do it for a green battery and 2 D batteries. But where we want to get it from is Skier 1. Skier 1 is going to be right here, and I believe last wipe it used to be Skier 2. So in my last Gunsmith video, it's probably Skier 2, but luckily you only have to get it from 1 here. So Skier 1. And then after that, we're going to be talking about the Tapco Saw pistol grip. Okay, this one we are going to be getting from Peacekeeper 2. And that is going to be right here. You can also buy the tan one. It doesn't matter. If you want to save a little bit of dollars, you can get it for $5 cheaper. So you can go tan, or you can go with the black one right there. And then after that, we are going to go with the Tango Down Stubby. Now, there is a couple people that sell it. It's going to be Skier, and you can also get it from Peacekeeper. So we can get it from Skier 2. Just go with whatever one's cheapest, I guess. 41 USD right here for a gray one and a tan one. And then you can go to Skier if they are sold out, and you can get the black one for 4,800 rubles, which honestly is almost the same price. I think it's actually a little bit cheaper from Skier, but it's almost the same price. So no matter where you get it, once we get those parts, now we are ready to put our gun together. There is a couple things that we have to pay attention to. We have to make sure that it is over 60 durability. Okay, that is the most important part. You can follow the wiki for the other stuff, but if you follow this build, you won't have to worry about it. Make sure that it's over 60 durability and you can turn it in. We're going to take off the handguard. Now, what I'm going to say right here is, look at how these look identical. Okay, both of these. One other common complaint I get is I took off the handguard and now it doesn't work. It's because you took it off and the gas tube is inside. So now you don't have a gas tube. So let's put this back and make sure when you take it off from the bottom. That way the gas tube is still there, okay? And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and take away the magazine because we're not gonna need that anymore. We're gonna take away the pistol grip, and then we are gonna start slapping things on. So we're gonna slap on pistol grip, we're gonna slap on the handguard, we're gonna slap on the foregrip, and we're gonna put in the magazine. Now, as you can see, there is no little arrow to turn this in. Last Gunsmith, you had to take off this muzzle brake. This Gunsmith, it needs to be on. So little changes, but ultimately it's almost exactly the same build. Now watch this corner real quick. Do you see that little arrow? That means now you can turn it in. Fits the active requirements for Gunsmith Part 2. If it is like this, you cannot turn it in. It literally is how you turn it in. We're gonna go to Mechanic, and I'm gonna show you right here. I am able to turn it in. So if it's exactly like this and you followed it, you should be good. We're gonna go ahead and look at it real quick. This is what your build should look like. These are the stats, 60 and 127. And then we're gonna take it into edit preset and look at it real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. That's Gunsmith Part 2. Thank you guys so much for coming out for another video. I hope that it was short and concise enough for you. Stay tuned for more Gunsmith stuff. If you guys want to stop by the stream, every single morning we are live. I would love to have you guys by, ask those questions live on Twitch, grab caffeine, come hang out. Other than that, if you guys got value out of today's video, make sure you smash that like button. It does go a long way for the channel. And if you guys would like to see more free content, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys are very blessed. Hope you have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. Don't go anywhere. There's more videos for you. They're right there. Check them out. Enjoy those videos. I will catch you on the next one. And as always, happy raids, my friend.